Welcome into Ready Golf, where we give you guys the betting preview of the weekly tournament in the PGA. This week, we have a signature event with the cut. We have the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill. As always, me and Ethan aren't the most knowledgeable PGA guys, but we have been diving back into it. But we try to give you guys our quickest bets possible so you guys can get in and out. We give out two outrights, a top 20 finish, a miscellaneous bet, and at the end of the show, we do give out our dog leg parlay, which started the season off 2-0, since has gone 0-2. So we're trying to get our parlay back in the mix. But Arnold Palmer, I'll give you guys a quick little recap of this course. Very tough course, thick, rough. It's long. There's a lot of water. It's a Florida course. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at players. Again, maybe look into specific stats as well that excel at this course. But Ethan, I'll send it to you. Who do you like as your first outright to win the Arnold Palmer? To win Bay Hill.
Yeah, I usually the outright comes pretty easy to me and the rest I struggle with. This week the outright was a little bit tougher. I don't know why, but I'll take a stab with Tommy Fleetwood, 18-1. He's the third favorite behind obviously Scheffler and Rory. So 18-1 feels like a generous price, which we've mentioned before, you're usually gonna get when Scotty's in the field. But really just I feel like Fleetwood is, well, he's clearly one of the best golfers right now. His form is great, tied fourth at Pebble Beach, tied seventh at the Genesis, the two events that he's played in so far this year. Strokes gained, he's fifth total. He is fourth tee to green. Approach and putting, short game, not quite as good. 66th in approach, 46 putting. But again, he's only played two tournaments this year. So the more he plays, the more those will probably improve. His history here, not the greatest, but he was tied for 11th last year, where he's really started coming into his own as one of the top golfers on the PGA Tour. Before then, he was tied for 10th, 2021, tied for 2022, tied for 61st, 23, missed the cut in 2024. But like I said, tied for 11th last year. So, to be honest with you, I like Scotty. I like Rory. Almost gave out Rory here, but wanted to go a little bit longer odds. So I landed on Fleetwood, but wouldn't shock me if any of the three get it done.
Yeah, I don't hate it at all. I mean, Tommy's playing great the last, honestly, year. So he could definitely win this course. My outright, I wanted to give two kind of longer shots, but I kind of got safer, and I'm picking a guy at the top of the field, one of the guys at the top of the field. I'm going to go back to Colin Morikawa. Golf is a streaky game. It's a streaky game. Colin is so confident right now. His last two starts, one at Pebble, tied for seventh at the Genesis. I just think his confidence is back, and all the models I've seen on different pages and different websites have him very high at the top, modeling well. He has kind of a mixed history here. He has a second place finish and tied for ninth finish. He also has two missed cuts. I think he's played it 5 times. I think that fifth time he was like 40th something. So kind of inconsistent, but definitely shows that he can play well. And like I said, confidence is everything in golf, and he is confident as confident can be right now. So give me Morikawa plus 2,700 on the odds. My long shot here, I'm going to go back to a guy that I think is playing some of the best golf on tour this year. He's plus 6,000 on the odds. He had a great finish last week, finishing tied for sixth. The week prior, tied for third. Has terrible course history here. Only played twice with two mixed cuts. But this is going to be Nikolai Hogard, and I'm going back to him again, plus 6,000 on the odds. He's breaking out right now. He's playing one of the best golf on tour. Like I said, he has fantastic tee to green play. His last two tournaments are great. I'm just hoping that recent course history, I'm hoping he figures out the course, and maybe his confidence can bring him there. But give me Nikolai Hogard as my long shot player. How about you?
Yeah, speaking of Nikolai, I thought he was going to give me a shot on Sunday. It turned out to be too little too late. Speaking of giving a shot on Sunday, we almost hit our first outright with Lowry last week, but he turned into me on 16 and 17. So did not cash there, but you were very close. I'm going familiar name here, and I'm not even going to talk much about it. I'm going to take a shot with Jake Knapp, 38-1. Not a super long shot. There's another guy I was eyeing, and I'll get into him in a different bet here, but I'll actually get into Knapp here in a bit too, but I'll keep it simple. His course history, not great. Only played here 2024, tied for 57th. But he did make the cut. And then, we've talked about Knapp plenty on the show. Again, I'll save it for a different bet that we'll get into really quick. But Jake Knapp, 38-1, having a great season. Kind of my guy right now. And he's going to get a win, I think, this year in a big tournament. And we're gonna take a stab with him this week at a long shot.
Yeah, if you guys haven't been following our show, Ethan has been all over Jake Knapp. I think he won 3 consecutive top 20 bets on Knapp. Did not play last week. I was wondering if he was going to get on your card, and there he goes for the outright. We'll see if he
There.
pops back up on your placement. I'll head over to my top 20 finish. I'm going to go Pearson Cootie here. One of the best drivers on tour. 5 out of his last six starts, he's finished in the top 20. The only time he didn't was at Pebble Beach, which is where super short course. Drivers don't really do that well besides Rory last year. So that course took away his advantages. This course is long, it's hard. He has extremely fast club speed, which helps with this thick rough. I love Cootie. We've seen him, like I said, 5 of his last 6 have been in the top 20. He did finish tie for 14th here in his only start back in 2023. He is plus 146 to finish in the top 20 with ties. I like it quite a bit. I think he can battle for an outright as well. So give me Pearson Cootie as my top 20 pick.
I like Cootie. That's a guy that I've had my eye on here to start this season. So I like that pick. Guys, I'm going right back to Jake Knapp for the top 20.
There it is.
I just have to, and I will say a lot of my picks are repetitive on the show week in, week out, but my strategy for golf this year is ride the hot hand, ride the hot bets until they fall off, and that's kind of where I'll switch. So I'm focusing in on a smaller group of players. I think that helps a lot. I don't know how many players are playing this week. It's a ton. If you're trying to handicap all of them, I think it gets very difficult. But yeah, I mentioned Jake Knapp, like him on the outright market, but just the numbers here. Mentioned his course history, not great, but his form just updated. Tied for 11th Sony, tied for 5th Farmers, 8th Waste Management, tied for 8th Pebble, 6th at the Genesis. Just an incredible start to the season. Strokes gained, 3rd total, 18th tee degree, 37th approach, 4th in putting. Just great numbers. He's hit, like you said, I think 3 or 4 straight top 20s. He's hit 5 straight top 20s. Plus 108 years. They're not discounting his price whatsoever. Anytime you can get plus money, I think on Jake Knapp, including ties, top 20, I'm going to be taking it until he lets me down.
5 straight top 11s or better for Nappy Boy. This dude is on absolute fire. My miscellaneous bets here, again, this could be anything from matchups, hole-in-ones, tournament records, miss the cut, make the cut, anything you want here. I'm going to go to my boy here, Scotty Scheffler, with a week off. He cannot continue to play this bad on Thursday. I'm taking him round 1 score under 70.5. I think he's going to have to figure it the frick out on Thursday to have a chance. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if the tournaments were 3 days, he'd had 5 wins on the season, and he just cannot get a good start. But I think this is a great time, a week off. He's played this course a million times. He's won it twice. He's played it 5 times. In those 5 times, he has shot above 70 one time. So one time I would have lost a bet. The other 4 would have won. He hit a 67, 70, 68, and another 70. I just think he's going to have to get it rolling early. So give me Scotty, round 1 score under 70.5. That is -2. It's a par 72. So that would be a -2 on the round 1 score.
Got to figure it out on Thursday. I like it. I'm right there with you. I'm going to go to a guy, one of my favorite golfers. I think he was the first guy I ever cashed a golf bet on. And I've followed him ever since. And I think this was the bet I cashed him on. I'm going Corey Connors, top Canadian, plus 150. So that's in the region section there. It's just Corey Connors, Nick Taylor, and Taylor Pendrith. We'll get Pendrith out of the equation here quick. His history here, he has played 3 times, missed the cut twice, tied for 42nd back in 2022. His form, he did tie for 6 at the Sony way back now, 6 weeks ago. Since then, he's missed the cut twice, tied for 34th, tied for 45th. Going to take him out of the equation. I don't think he's going to play into this. So that basically gets you down to a matchup between Corey Connors and Nick Taylor. I'm going to take the side with Corey Connors. His course history here is fantastic. 3rd in 2021, tied for 11th, 2022, tied for 21st, 23, tied for 18th, 24, and 3rd back in 2025. So really good course history. His current form, not great. He does have a missed cut, but he's made the cut 3 out of 4 times. Nick Taylor, he has better current form right now. He's finishing basically anywhere from like 25th to 30 consistently this year, but course history not quite as good. Connors has finished ahead of him 4 of the 5 of the last rounds in the Arnold Palmer Invitational. And yeah, I like Connors for top 20, but this one just felt a little bit safer because I do think Connors does finish in the top 20 or right around there. You know, if Nick Taylor finishes closer to 30, you cash, or if Connors doesn't do that well, you still have the wiggle room of Nick Taylor also not doing well. So I went with Corey Connors, top Canadian, plus 150.
I love it. Our first nationality bet, racist bet, somebody say, over there on our miscellaneous bet. We'll head to our dog leg parlay. I'm going to give out my first leg here. Again, we've lost 2 straight dog leg parlays after starting the season off 2-0. So I'm going to get a little safe here. This is a minus 245 leg here. So unfortunately, I don't know if this will get into the plus money on our parlay. I'm going to go to Rory, top 20, including ties. Again, minus 245. This guy destroys this course. He's won it. He's came in second, fourth, fifth, sixth. He's played it 11 times. 9 of the 11, he's been in the top 20. The 2 he wasn't was top 21 and top 27. So I think Rory is just going to absolutely dominate his recent form. He's tied for second 2 weeks ago, and then he tied for 14th at Pebble. I like Rory quite a bit. Again, I apologize for the crappy odds at minus 245, but it is a parlay, so maybe we can get that close to plus money with your leg, Ethan, which is what?
Yeah, we're gonna be close, but I mean, rinse and repeat. Scheffler top 5. It's just have to. You know, I want exposure to Scheffler, want exposure to Rory, so I love that we're combining on the 2 top guys in this field on our parlay. But yeah, I mean, don't have to tell you how good Scheffler is, but his course history here, he's won the thing 2 of the last 4 years. The years he didn't win, he tied for 4th and tied for 11th. He just has top 10 streak snapped. It was like 20 some odd straight tournaments. He was finishing top 10. Like you said, week off. Think he gets it together on Thursday, propels him into a really nice weekend. Top 5, Scotty Scheffler, minus 136, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the odds here on that. That would be a wow, still plus money here, plus 140 on Scotty
All right.
top 5, including ties, Rory top 20, including ties. That is plus 140 over there at DraftKings. If you guys do need sports books, deposit matches, make sure you guys do check out our page, bettergreen.com, where we have multiple different offers to get you guys money back on these sports books. But Ethan, I'm excited for a fantastic week of golf. Did not have the greatest tournament last week, but we're back to a phenomenal week this week. I think we have the Players next week. So just a great stretch of PGA golf right now. We appreciate you guys all for watching. If you guys are willing, give us a like, a comment who you have winning this tournament, and subscribe to our channel if that's something you're interested in. But until then, guys, enjoy the tournament, and we'll see you guys for our next breakdown next week.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? Listen in and cash out, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast. Better Win Green.